his sincere apologies. He's in Chicago with Brian Hooker, doing very important work there. So you have just Andy and myself today. So I get to do Dell's job, which I've been looking forward to doing for so long. And that is, so, my family, my fellow vaccine injured family, are you out there? Is anyone here? Stand up, let's see you. Okay, so this is what we've been waiting for so long. For 19 years, I've been telling Billy's story. Many of you have been doing that for way longer. Some of you are just starting out on the journey. But this is everything we've been fighting for. For 19 years, I've been telling Billy's story, and really difficult to get heard. Tried to start a magazine. Tried to get into every media, every single way I knew how. Even posting a bra on a billboard in London just to try and get someone to talk about the subject. But this is just for us a tiny, weeny smidgen of justice that our voice at long last can be heard. We've been speaking to media that haven't wanted to speak to us forever on this subject. I'm absolutely sure this is divine intervention, guys, because it is moving so fast. And every day our plans change and it's all good. Every review that we think is awful is just another way of advertising facts. The baddies say how bad the bill is and then they put our trailer up. So we're positive about this. We're excited about it, and we've got all sorts of things happening underground that's all good. So I'm not going to go on and on and on and on. I just want you to know, vaccinated your parents. My husband's sitting down here. This is Texas. We live here now. We're not ever going to leave Texas. Woo! And we are committed 100% for building futures for our children. Beautiful, beautiful futures. We're going to put Texas on the map for being the best place to be if you've got an adult with an autistic child. And Andy ultimately is down with it. So please know that.
Right, yeah, you are, if you just got back from California, you are living in the safest state in the nation, so you make sure you keep it that way, okay?
We are working hard.
Good, good. Yeah, no, this is an extraordinary time in American history. I said sometimes, in lectures that I've given that this may be remembered by historians as the beginning of the end of the First Republic of the United States of America, when the government that is sworn to protect the people and serve the people actually serves the corporate interests over and above the people. And that is the end of democracy, that is the end of the country. Now that must change, and there is an opportunity to do that within this election cycle. We have to make the right decisions. But I didn't come to Texas to lose freedom, I came to Texas to find freedom, to finish this job. And I hope that this film at least gets us part of the way there. So we're going to throw this open to questions. What I'd like people to do is, rather than give us a long commentary, please. Many people want to ask questions, one question each, keep it short, and then we can get through as many as possible, because then they need to move the next audience into this theatre. So, with that said, if there are no questions,
Is there going to be a sequel to the movie? Because I know that there are studies out there that show that even with other vaccines introduced, other diseases rise along with the introduction of the other vaccines. So is there going to be a sequel that shows the damaging effect of other vaccinations as well?
Yes, and it's already got a name. It's called Vax the Booster. The answer is I don't know. The answer is there probably will be. If we get this right, if we make it safe for William Thompson to come out, whistleblowers will come out of the CDC and out of the agencies. In fact, Merck are currently in federal court in Pennsylvania being sued for defrauding the government under the Whistleblower Act by 2 employees of the MMR vaccine lab, where they faked data on the efficacy of their mumps vaccine in order to protect their license for MMR. There's another whistleblower that's come out in Utah who worked with the CDC, where she claims they have been faking the numbers on children with autism in this country. So if we can make it safe for whistleblowers to do that, we will see more people coming out. We will see an expose of the thimerosal debacle in the Stratton study. And we'll see, I believe, associations with many of the immune-mediated conditions that are rising exponentially in this country coming forward as well. So that is my hope. We must succeed with this film. If we fail, then we fail for a very long time.
Can I just add to that? I mean, Andy's absolutely right. But one thing I do know that Autism Media Channel is going to do is look after the ones that are already damaged. We will be looking after that. The number one priority after we've done this, because that is as important as sorting out what causes autism, all the vaccines that are damaging the kids, is we've got to look after the kids that are already damaged.
Well said.
Next question. Yes, this lady here, and then I heard someone up there.
As far as contacting Congress and stuff, are there any people in particular that are in control positions that would be better to contact? Not just our own congressman or senator?
There are two ways of doing this. So we're trying to get this in front of Chairman Chaffetz's committee, the Oversight Committee on Government Reform, which is, he assumed the leadership, which was originally held, of course, in the vaccine hearings by Dan Burton, who you saw in this. There are two ways of getting to him. You contact the committee directly, or you give him support through your own congressman. You're much more likely to be able to contact and prevail upon your own congressman because he is there to represent you in the district. So that is, I would approach it from those two directions. The most important thing you can do, though, is to fill these theatres, to get people to come, to bring two friends, to go away, to come back tomorrow, come back next week, bring people to these theatres. Why? Because that opens another 5 theatres every day across America. And the way in which we get news, the way in which Thompson's story is broken into the mainstream news is through the theatrical releases of this film. If it was open, if it was put out there just online or pay-per-view, then we wouldn't have the media coverage. So we've now had five interviews on Fox television, which is astonishing. We tried for so long to get this into the mainstream, and now, largely because of Tribeca and Robert De Niro, we broke through, and they're talking about William Thompson. So fill the theatres, get people to come back, and we will open theatres everywhere around the world. And please, parents, I know you're exhausted, but please keep telling your stories in any way you can. Any contacts you have, any friends you have in the media, 3 wonderful mothers, I don't know if you saw it in a segment yesterday on CBS, that is exactly what we want. They must know that we are all out there, because at the moment they're trying to say it's about bad Andy Wakefield and brainwashed Polly Tommy and her child. So can we please put that right? By you telling your stories, you do put that right. So, and thank you to those amazing women, I think they may even be here, that did that fantastic interview last night. Gentleman here.
I was just wanting to know if there was a book, perhaps a book.
Something with all the information to share with others who can't come to the movie.
We've only just, this has happened so fast that we can't catch up, but actually strange you should say that. We have been talking about it. I don't know.
There has been a proposal for a book. There's very little time at the moment. We are moving from town to town. Literally tomorrow we go to Sacramento, then we go to Denver, then Atlanta, then Philadelphia, then somewhere else beginning with S. And there's very little time to actually sit down and write that, but it would be very helpful. You're quite right. Please go to vaxthemovie.com and you will see where it's opening. You'll see which stories are breaking, which news outlets are covering it, and ultimately, if there is a book, what will happen.
And if you sign up to the newsletter, then you will know what's happening as quickly as we know what's happening.
Lady over here.
Are the documents that you presented to the doctors in the film available to the public?
Yes, they are. They're available in 2 ways. What was presented to them was an official complaint to the Office of Research Integrity, which has oversight over the CDC. That document, or those documents, are available either at vaxthemovie.com or at autismmediachannel.com as a downloadable PDF. All of the documents that were given to Bill Posey are available from his staff as a Dropbox file that will be sent to anyone who wants it. So get in touch with Congressman Posey's office. Those documents will also be posted on our website very soon. So if you have a mind to, can go through all the same numbers that we had, all the same documents, all the same internal emails and analysis plans, and you can confirm what we've already told you.
There's a lady right up there.
One up there, yes, lady up there, and then this lady in the green shirt.